Hey Scorpio, I'm here with your April 22nd through the 30th weekly reading. I pulled your oracle cards already, so let's get into it. We have the Knight of Cups, Clear Endeavor, the Koi Fish Spirit, there is always enough, and your dreams need a solid, practical plan. Let's see, can you see everything? Yeah, you can see everything. With this Knight of Cups here, this is definite water energy, so this is your energy. With this Knight of Cups, you know, most Knight of Cups have like the cup in their hand, but it's like he's chasing after it, and I feel like that's what you're doing, is you're going after what makes you happy, okay? You're trying, I'm really getting that this is about you, okay? It's not like you're chasing after someone or something. You're just, it's more about yourself, the self, you know, your higher self. This is more of a spiritual thing that I feel like you're going through right now. Or you're trying to achieve, like you're trying to kind of figure out what makes you happy, what fulfills you, and then going after it. The Clear Endeavor, I feel like that's your goal. You're like, you know what you're after, even though you don't know exactly what that is, okay? You're after some kind of emotional fulfillment that I'm getting kind of, excuse me, that is about you. You're kind of realizing before you can really offer to fill up anybody else's cup, you have to find a way to fill up your own cup, and that's what I feel like you're doing. And that's what you're focusing on. Some of you may be having or feeling like you have money issues, or just kind of have a little bit of worry or fear of there not being enough money or whatever it is that you need. Maybe it's time. Maybe you feel like you're scarce on time. But this is just to remind you, no matter, like the koi fish, they can be in a small pond, right? And it's kind of like, well, there's not enough room if there's a lot in there, because they do grow so big, even though they are in a confined spot. And most of the time, you know, a koi fish, when things get too crowded or too big, they can move upstream. They can even like jump through waterfalls. They almost like defy the odds to get to new water, to get to fresh water. Okay, it's like that's what this is telling you. Like, don't be worried. Even if you are outgrowing your current situation, you have the koi fish spirit, and you know there's always enough willpower and motivation to get to where you want to go, or you know you always have the resources that you need to go after your dreams, which you're trying to manifest. However, you do need a practical plan with this. I do kind of feel with these two cards, especially with this card, it's almost like your gut is kind of leading you here, and so maybe you didn't quite know exactly what you were chasing after, or even what you're trying to manifest, but there still needs to be some planning involved, okay? Maybe not planned out every detail and trying to control the situation, that's not what I'm saying, but you know, you need like a rough draft type of plan, you know, like this is, you know, in my head, this is where I think this is going to go. You know, these are the milestones I need to achieve to get to where I want to go. But there's always a fine line with that, with planning, is being really stuck to what it is you're wanting to, being really stuck to the plan and not seeing other opportunities that are presented because you're stuck to the plan. So, like I said, I really just feel like you need an outline here, some kind of like guide, a rough draft, so to speak, to get you where you want to go, so you can figure it out. You know, just in case you kind of get lost or you get hung up, type of thing, you have something to kind of go back to. That's all I'm saying. I don't really feel like it needs to be like a set in stone type of plan. I just feel like it needs to be like an outline type of thing. But this is your motivation, okay? I see you, like, I feel like this might be like a very spiritual, or at least a week where you do discover some things about yourself. So let's get into your general reading, not those. Let's get into your general reading for April 22nd through the 30th. April 22nd through the 30th for Scorpios. What is Scorpio's focus, obstacle, advice, and outcome? Potential outcome for April 22nd through the 30th. Scorpio. April 22nd through the 30th. Please and thank you. King of Cups, the Magician, the Knight of Swords, the Sun, and then we have 8 of Wands on the bottom of the deck. So with this 8 of Wands on the bottom of the deck, I feel like either you're trying to force change, or you've kind of become complacent with where you are, so the universe is kind of like forcing the change for you. It'll do that sometimes if you get too complacent and you know, you kind of decide not to move forward, or whatever it is. The universe will kind of help you along, and normally not in a pleasant way. But there's definite change going on, okay? There might be change within yourself going on. Maybe you're starting to, like I said, you were kind of on a self-discovery type of deal in your oracle, and the King of Cups came up for your focus. So I do feel like you're working on being in control of your emotions, okay? So change is happening, whether you like it or not. So I really just feel with this, like, you kind of need to roll with it and not fight this, because it's going to happen whether you want it to or not. Almost like the Tower card, but not in a bad way, okay? Not bad at all, just that it's happening. Your obstacle here is that you feel, you know, you have the Magician card, which is a great card to have, but it's in your obstacle. So maybe you know, it's all about the manifesting. So I'm thinking you might be worried you don't have what you need to manifest, but you do. This side does clearly show that you have everything you need to manifest. So something's kind of keeping you from manifesting something. And I'm getting it's kind of within yourself, because all of the tools you need, you have. Your advice is the Knight of Swords. So things may be still foggy, not very clear. I'm kind of going back to this change that's going on. Change is happening right now, but it's not necessarily comfortable, okay? So just stay the course, you know, keep moving. Let's see, what's this other side? I really feel, you know, you don't, I think the advice here is almost just trust, even though you don't see the bigger picture at the moment. Just keep moving, okay? Because throughout the end of this, you know, at the end of this, you have the sun, okay? So, and it's not this side of the sun where it feels like there's kind of a block to your happiness. It's like the wall to your happiness comes down is what I'm feeling. And you do find some happiness. So let's see what's happening. Let's clarify these cards for you, Scorpio. Clarify these cards for Scorpio for April 22nd through the 30th. Please and thank you. Why is the King of Cups here as... Sorry, you hear the sirens? Sorry about that. You want a happy home, okay? You want a happy home life. And so, but you're still not willing to start anything new emotionally with someone. Because you're just working on yourself. I feel like you feel like by working on yourself and your emotions, your stability type of things, you're going to be, you know, you're setting the way for a happy home life type of thing. That's what I see with this happy home, happy life type of thing. And that, you know, you can't focus on someone else or new emotions until you get yours under control. And so I feel like you're not offering your cup to anybody. You're not starting anything new as far as with anybody else. You're just really focused on what you need to do and what your part is in creating a happy home. Alright, why is the Magician here as the obstacle? Why is the Magician here as the obstacle for Scorpio? I do feel like it was that one. The Emperor. You're kind of planning right now. You're not trying to actually manifest anything because you're just planning, okay? In fact, you may be planning too much. The manifestation process requires a little bit of faith. Not a little bit, a lot of faith, okay? And yes, you can plan. And I know I said in the beginning you need a plan. But remember also when I was saying you need a rough outline and just something to kind of bring you back if you feel like you're getting lost and off track. But you can't control the manifesting process. You can't control the universe. And you can't control how things are offered to you or, you know, brought to you. So have faith a little bit more and plan a little bit less. Like, seriously, the Emperor is a strategic planner, okay? He is like planning every little detail of every little thing, okay? He does not miss anything. And I feel like that's what's actually blocking you from manifesting what you want. It's what's kind of getting in the way of your manifesting process because you're planning it too much. You're trying to control the situation a little bit too much. Why is the Knight of Swords here as the advice? Too many cards, too many cards. Why is the Knight of Swords here as the advice for Scorpio? Why is the Knight of Swords here as the advice for Scorpio? 5 of Wands. So there is some kind of conflict. It could be internal, but you need to stop fighting, stop arguing. If it's with someone, that's what's causing I'm really getting it's more of an internal conflict. I feel like a lot of this is internal, like you're really working on yourself, Scorpio. However, there can be some other people around you that you're kind of arguing or bickering with. Don't pay that any mind. Don't stoop down to their level. Not really feeling. It's almost more like it's just a rivalry type of thing. It's not really. It's superficial is what I'm, kind of. It's not a real conflict. It's not real fighting, but at the same time, and this could be internal. Like I said, you could be conflicted internally, and it's what's causing a lot of this fuzziness, this cloudiness, so you can't really see where you're going. So let down the conflict, whether it be internal or it be with people outside of you, but it's getting in the way, all right? It could be that you're also conflicted about a situation and you're not really sure what you want. So if that's the case, just keep moving. It doesn't matter if you don't really know what you want. Being conflicted about it isn't really helping. Just keep moving. And then, once the sky is clear, you'll probably know what you want. But kind of feeling like the cloudiness, the not really being able to see where you're going type of thing, not having the clarity that you want, it's kind of coming from within. I really do feel it's you being conflicted about a situation. So you need to get rid of that conflict, and then, the skies will clear because you're, and I feel like you do that by not being attached to the outcome, okay? You don't I feel like the only reason you're conflicted about it is because you don't really know what it is you want about the situation yet, or what kind of outcome you want. So just keep moving. You don't have to make a decision right now. Just keep moving, and don't worry about it. Again, just kind of like have faith. All right, why is the sun here as the potential outcome for Scorpio? Why is the sun here as the potential outcome for Scorpio? I feel like it's that one. Queen of Pentacles, but she's reversed. So you do move from, you do move past the clouds and the conflict, and you do move into the sunshine again. You do, you find the little things. You find joy in the little things. The big things, you're happier again. You're a little bit lighter again. However, you're still not feeling completely grounded yet. You're not feeling completely solid yet. Okay? This is a little over a week because I'm doing the rest of April. But you're still working on it, okay? The good news is you see the sun again, you see the light again, and you're on the right path, okay? Money still may not be where you want it, but you're working on that too. Like I said, everything takes time. This is just a week, so I'm kind of feeling like your focus this week really wasn't money anyways. It was, internal, like some kind of self-discovery type of thing. So, and then that's what you get. So kind of, you didn't really work on your finances a ton. So they're not bad though. I'm not feeling like they're bad. I just feel like they're not where you want them. But, or at least, or it could also be for some of you, you find the sunshine and you're like, you've been in such kind of a dark place for so long, you kind of don't know what to do with it, and it kind of throws you off balance just a little bit, because you're not used to it. And it's like, well, how, if I'm happy, why would I feel off balance? But I feel like you've been in kind of a rough place for a while, so it's like, you just kind of have to get your bearings back. But this is the important part, okay? So just enjoy that, because you can work on your finances next week, type of thing, if that's what you're worried about. So let's get into your love reading for April 22nd through the 30th. April 22nd through the 30th. For my Scorpios. April 22nd through the 30th. What's happening for my Scorpios? We got 2 come out. Love yourself first and passion. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. What did I say? That's what I feel like you're working on right now. Passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. I also feel like by loving yourself first and really finding some love for yourself, it kind of ignites a passion in order for you to kind of move forward in love and maybe searching for love. Alright, Scorpio, April 22nd through the 30th, and love. Scorpio, April 22nd through the 30th, and love. Please and thank you. Scorpio, 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 April 22nd through the 30th. Recent past. Feeling defensive. Feeling stable financially, or at least feeling grounded. Or maybe you were just very practical about a situation, okay? But you were definitely feeling defensive for a while. Maybe there was a lot of arguing, or a lot of fighting with someone, and it's like he looks younger, and he's a king, so it's like, and then you kind of like grew up, and you're like, you know what, I'm done being defensive, I'm done having to justify everything. I'm just, it's like you just kind of moved on from the situation is really what I see. You have the 5 of Cups reversed, so I feel like you left the situation, okay? Current energy, the Sun in reverse. Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Cups. You do have the Queen of Cups that did come up right under the Queen of Pentacles, that came up right under the King of Pentacles, so this could be a soulmate you were dealing with, because you have the Queen of Cups here, so I'm feeling like this is your energy, okay? I feel like maybe you were too strong in the past, and you went at it alone, but look, here I see the Queen of Pentacles and Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups, water energy, your energy. It doesn't matter if you're male or female, the genders don't really matter, apply it to you. But the current energy is that there's not a whole lot of happiness between the two of you. And I think it's interesting that the water came out under the water, the earth came out under the earth, the fire came out under the fire. I'm not really feeling like you're dealing with a fire sign, though. I do feel like you're dealing with an earth sign or another water sign. So I feel like you guys are kind of doing your own thing right now. Like, just really kind of, if it's an earth sign, maybe they're just working on work. This is supposed to be kind of your current energy, but I'm kind of feeling like this is the energy of the relationship. And here you are with the Queen of Cups again. Again, I feel like the royal suits of the Cups keeps coming up for you because you are really working on controlling your emotions. You're really, and it's a water element, you're really working on getting back to you, okay? And I feel like the person you're dealing with, they might be working on home. They, you know, if they're not an earth sign, they might be working on home. They might be working on work. They might be working on, you know, finances or that type of thing. You know, they're going to be practical about something else. So let's see what the near future holds. You do come out of rest. Oh, look at this. Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. Okay, so you do come out of rest. You do, I almost say come out of hiding, but I don't feel like that's what you were doing. You weren't hiding. You were resting, recuperating, recovering, because, you know, this took a lot out of you, all right? And I'm getting the Star as your energy here. Granted, there may be an Aquarius that comes in the picture, but I'm really feeling like this is you. Your energy, you do find that inner clarity you're looking for. You do find hope again. You renew yourself. This was all about renewing yourself, and I feel like you do that. Okay, and you have hope again, you have faith in yourself, you have clarity, and you drop all the baggage. You leave the baggage behind. You leave the burdens behind. It's like you're free of them again. You know, you're free of them. Like, this has been really holding yourself back, but you're free of it. And I feel like this is really all coming from what you're focusing on, loving yourself first. So definitely looking really, really good for you, your outcome. Even right now, you know, the kind of current energy, no, you're not happy right now, but you're doing you, they're doing them. You know, I still see things very good for you. All right, so let's go ahead and pull some cards for advice. I'm going to pull it from this deck, the Shadowscapes. What's some advice for my Scorpios in love for April 22nd through the 30th? Advice for my Scorpios in love. Advice for my Scorpios in love. Six of Wands, Five of Cups. Reverse. Both of those are reversed. Nine of Swords. So it's not about winning in this situation, okay? It's really not about winning. That's not the outcome, okay? That's not what you need to be focused on. I feel like that's not what you're focused on. It's really not about winning. That shouldn't be your motivation, okay? Let the past go. You know, let the disappointment and all of that go, which I feel like you're doing, because you did have the Five of Cups come up in your love reading. You are already working on that, or you actually really did kind of let it go in the recent past. Okay, don't let the anxiety, okay, don't let anxiety sneak in and kind of mess up what you're working on, okay? With the Nine of Swords, just you're doing the right thing, all right? And the King of Wands in the reverse, don't try to control the situation. You know, just don't try and control the situation. Like I said, if you're really trying to manifest something or create something, have the outline, but be flexible, because that's going to be what really creates the movement forward. All right, Scorpio, that is your reading. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next Monday.